Hi everyone. Last class we discussed about animal tissues. Yes? And we learned different types of animal tissue. And we studied our first animal tissue, epithelial tissue. We know epithelial tissue is an outermost layer or outermost tissue. So it is protective in function. Today we learn about our new topic, connective tissue. Okay, connective tissue. And this name also indicates the purpose or the function of this tissue. What do we mean by connective tissue? Connective, which means connect. Connect to other cells or any other parts of the body. So for example, the common example of this connective tissues, the first one is blood. Blood is one of the connective tissue. Okay, so we know blood connects each and every part of the body, isn't it? It starts from our head and it moves through each and every cells. So we know the main function of blood. So one of the example of this connective tissue is blood. Okay, so it is very loosely packed. Okay, this blood cells are very loosely packed. These cells are loosely packed and also embedded in an intercellular matrix. Okay, this blood which is loosely packed cell, which is made up of loosely packed cells and also embedded in an intercellular matrix. Okay, this matrix may be jelly-like substance or fluid or any dense or rigid. According to the function of connective tissue, this matrix may be changed. The texture or the nature of the matrix may be changed according its function. Okay. In our blood, that is what, the matrix is fluid or jelly-like. Let's learn about our blood. First example, blood. Okay. So this blood, we know the blood main matrix. We know all the connective tissue have their own intercellular matrix. In the case of blood matrix is fluid. Okay, fluid in nature. So this matrix or fluid matrix is called what? Do you know? Yes, plasma. The fluid matrix of blood is called plasma. It is very important, plasma. Okay. And this plasma is made up of proteins, salt and hormones. Okay, this plasma is made up of proteins, salt and hormones. So it is fluid matrix. So blood matrix is fluid, this matrix is called plasma. Okay, and with this, in this plasma, the blood have RBC, red blood cells. Okay, the blood has so many different components. So first one is fluid matrix called plasma, and second we can see the different types of cells. The first one is what? RBC. RBC, which means red blood cells. Okay, red blood cells. And the second one, WBC. WBC, which means white blood cells. Okay. And the third important component is platelets. Okay, platelets. So these are the three different types of cells present inside the blood. Okay. So once again we can remind this all the points. So blood. Inside the blood we can see fluid filled matrix. Okay, or fluid like matrix called plasma, in which this plasma we can see red blood cells which means RBC. Okay, RBC. red blood cells. That RBC color is red in color because of the presence of hemoglobin. Okay. And the second cell is white blood cell. White blood cell, which means WBC. Okay. And the third one is platelets. These all the cells are suspended in the plasma. Okay. So next we discuss about the second example of connective tissue. Before that, let's recall the functions of blood. What are the functions of blood? We know the blood connects each and every part of our body. Yes? Or each and every cells. So what's the function? Yes, transport. Okay, transport of gases. Gases like oxygen and carbon dioxide. We know we inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. When we inhale oxygen, this oxygen goes through our lungs or the respiratory organ which called lungs, and inside the lungs this oxygen will is transported to blood or give to blood or exchange to blood. And blood transport this oxygen and give each and every part of the cell and take or what it absorb carbon dioxide or the cells release carbon dioxide into the blood, and the blood they transport the carbon dioxide and again it give to the lungs. Okay. So the first one is transport of gases. Gases, which means oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange or transport. Okay. And another important function of blood is blood transport digested food. Okay. Blood transport digested food and give to needed cells. Okay. And the next important function of this blood and blood transport hormones. Okay, blood transport hormones and also waste materials. So these are the important functions. The first important function of the blood is what? Main function is transport. Okay, so transport of gases and transport of hormones and transport of digestive food and the transport of waste materials to the different parts of the body. Okay, and we move to the second connective tissue, bones. Okay, bones. Bones is a form or it forms the framework that support the body. Okay, it is a framework that support our body. Okay. Okay, it's a framework that support the body, and it's also anchor the muscles and support the main organs of the body. Okay, it anchor the muscles. The bones anchor the muscles and support the main organ of the body. And it is very strong and non-flexible tissue. That is very strong and non-flexible tissue. So bone is a strong and non-flexible tissue. Okay, and this bone embedded in a hard matrix. In the case of blood, we discussed what? Yes, blood which embedded in a liquid matrix called plasma. But in the case of bones, which embedded in a hard matrix. Okay, hard, very strong, hard matrix. And this matrix is composed of or made up of calcium and phosphorus. Okay, this hard matrix is made up of calcium and phosphorus. Okay, and next we move to the third connective tissue called ligaments. Okay, called ligaments. All are very important. These all three are very important. Blood, bone and ligament. Okay, so ligament, which means it helps to connect two bonds. Okay, ligaments which helps to connect two bonds, or two bones connected each other with the help of ligament connective tissue. Okay, so two bonds connected with the help of these ligaments. So it's have their own peculiar features or particular features. What are the particular features of these ligaments? Let's discuss. It is very elastic. Okay, this ligaments has elasticity. Okay, elastic and has considerable strength. Not strong, but has considerable strength and very little matrix. Compared to our blood and bones, this ligaments has comparatively very little matrix. Okay, and the fourth important connective tissue is tendons. Tendon is a connective tissue which connect muscles to bones. Okay, connect muscles to bones. And it is a fibrous tissue. It is a fibrous tissue. Tendons are, or tendon is a fibrous tissue, and with a great strength but limited flexibility. With a great strength is the great strength and limited flexibility, which means elasticity is very little. Okay, so common questions will emerge from this ligament and tendons. Okay, it's a common question. So what's the difference between tendons and ligaments, or what are the difference between tendons and ligaments? So ligaments, we know, ligaments which helps to connect two bones and bone connection. It has elasticity or elastic nature, and what? Considerable strength and very little matrix. But in the case of tendons, what? Yes, connect muscle to bones. Okay, connect muscle to bones. So muscles and bones connection with the help of, or this muscle and bone connected with the help of tendons. Okay, and the elasticity is very little and great strength, but the limited flexibility. So these are the difference between ligaments and tendons. It is very important. This is ligament and tendons. Okay, today we discuss about our connective tissue. So we discussed 4 main connective tissues. The first one blood, and the second one bone, third ligaments, and the fourth one tendons. These are the main 4 connective tissue. Okay, the remaining connective tissues we will discuss our next class. So today you please study this 4 connective tissue. Thank you. Have a nice day.